everyone, Dan here with the latest UTS character breakdown video, and today we're taking a look at the green man himself, Blanka. Now, Blanka's first appearance was in Street Fighter 2, and in Street Fighter 2 he is the only character that doesn't look completely human. He got this appearance in part due to the developers thinking the game would be a bit dull with only human characters. His backstory is that he grew up in the wild after a plane crash, but was reunited with his mother, who had recognized him on the TV during the Second World Warrior tournament, in part thanks to his ankle bracelets which she gave him prior to the crash. It is also revealed in that game that his real name is Jimmy. So, how does he play in the UTS system? Well, Blanka is a move 3 character with 25 health, so rather average. His Ultra, Shadow of Earth, is a range 1 to 4 attack with 6 attack die and stun 3, with the added effect that his attack gets -1 stun for each space between Blanka and defender, which makes it that you should try and use this Ultra at range 1 if possible for the maximum benefit. If we take a look at his range, we can see that at range 1 he is rather strike heavy with some special added, but at range 2 and 3 he can use any type of attack, to a certain degree at least. And at range 4 and 5 he has both projectiles and specials, and at range 6 he has only specials. So he has quite a bit of range, but he is most unpredictable at range 2 and 3. Now, let's take a look at his cards. He has a total of 8 projectile, 7 strikes, and 11 specials. So he is somewhat skewed towards the special side, but still quite balanced. For his projectiles, we have the Lightning Mole, which is a 2 dice attack with a range of 2 to 5, knockback 2, mix up 1, and combo +1 attack die, or edge +1 attack die at range 3. With the added effect that after this attack resolves, if the defender was moved by it, place Blanka in the previous space, otherwise place Blanka in a space adjacent to them if able. Then we have the backstep roll, which is a 2 dice, range 2 to 4 attack, with mix up 1, and edge at range 3 for a total of 3 dice. And with the added effect that after this attack resolves, place Blanka 2 spaces away from the defender if able. Now, just to be clear, this means that you place yourself at range 2 from the defender. And then we have his strikes. First off, we have the Amazon River Run, the 3 dice -2 attack with mix up 1 and poke, and edge at range 3 for a total of 4 dice. Then we have the Rock Crusher, a 3 dice attack with -1, and Jungle Wheel, a 2 dice range 1 attack with throw 3. Then for his specials, we have the Electric Thunder, which is a 3 dice range 1 to 2 attack, EXable, knockback 1 and stun 1. Then we have the Fierce Rolling Attack, which is a 3 dice 2 to 6 range, with the added effect that after this attack resolves, place Blanka 3 spaces away from the defender if able, meaning range 3. And finally, we have the Rolling Attack, with 3 dice EXable attack, 2 to 5 range, and after this attack resolves, place Blanka 2 spaces away from the defender if able, meaning range 2. So as we can see, he has quite a bit of mobility with his cards, which, considering how he plays in the video game, makes sense and is rather faithful to his character. Now, for his events, we have the regular focus attack and baits, and his super, which is a 4 dice range 2 to 3 attack, which can be comboed into with the yellow linker. It has mix up 1 and knockback 2, and the defender only rolls boost dice when blocking this attack. And now for his event cards. We have the jungle taught me secrets you will never know. It's a free action which doubles the amount of meter you gain this turn, and you get to draw 1 card. Now this card is very powerful, which we will get to in a bit. Then we have the electric defense, which is played as a response. Play as a reaction to a face down attack played against you while the attacker is within range 2 of Blanka. When the attack is revealed, if it is a strike or special, cancel it and deal 2 unblockable damage to the attacker. Then we have the I'm Stronger Than You, which is a free action where you draw 1 card and gain 2 meter. But if you have more health than an opponent, you draw 2 cards and gain 1 meter instead. Then we have the Roo, which is played as a response. Play when the defender rolls block dice against you. Force them to re-roll any number of their dice, which means you can force your opponent to re-roll their defense against your ultra, super, or any attack you want. Doesn't matter what kind of attack it is, as long as they're rolling block dice, they have to re-roll. Now, let's take a look at his combos. Blanka has a few rather interesting combos, and overall he has quite a few to choose from. Let's start with one of the more interesting ones. We have the backstep roll, which if you gain the edge, you can have 3 dice. Going into a rolling attack, which if you EX is another 4 dice, and ending with a lightning mole, which would be 3 dice since you wouldn't get the edge. Now, however, this combo has a potential to be a 6-card combo attack, since the rolling attack combos into itself, meaning you could potentially get a lot of damage out, but you would have to burn your entire hand. Secondly, we have the fierce rolling attack with 3 dice, going into a rolling attack with potential for 4 dice if you EX, and ending in the lightning mole again. Now, just like the first combo, this one could potentially be a 6-card combo. Now, just like the first combo, this could potentially be a 6-card combo with the potential, if you EX all the rolling attacks, you could get 3 plus total of 3 plus 16, that's 19 dice, plus another 3 for 22 dice. Now, it is rather unlikely that will happen, and if you have 4 meter to spend for EXing all your attacks, you might be better off using that meter for something else, but still, the potential for both of these combo chains is quite staggering. Next up, we have the Rock Crusher for 3 dice, going into Electric Thunder for another potential of 4 if you EX, and ending with a Ground Shave Roll for another 4, giving you the potential of 11 dice. Next up, we have the Backstep Roll for a potential of 3 dice, going into Amazon River Run for another 3, heading into Electric Thunder with the potential of 4 dice if you EX, and going into the Ground Shave Roll for another 4, for a total of 10 dice. And lastly, we have the Fierce Rolling Attack with 3 dice, going into the Amazon River Run with 4 dice, thanks to the edge, into the Electric Thunder for a potential of 4 dice if you can EX, and ending in the Ground Shave Roll for another 4. giving you a grand total of 15 dice. Now, let's take a look at some of Blanka's rather special synergies. Return to the card I mentioned before. The jungle taught me secrets you will never know. Now, as you can see, this one doubles the amount of meter you gain this turn. Now, this doesn't only relate to the meter you gain from rolls. It can also double the amount you gain from spending a super attack as a free action. Where you discard to gain 2 meter, you would instead gain 4. And also I'm stronger than you, where if you have less or equal health to your opponent, you will gain 2 meter. But if you have the card, the jungle taught me secrets you will never know, out, you would gain 4. So Blanka has the potential to gaining a lot of meter really quickly, which can be very, very useful. Now, his ultra is more of a, it's not the most high damaging ultra, but the stun 3 gives it a good potential to take out a lot of cards from your opponent's hand, leaving them open for a big combo, like for instance one where you get a few rolling attacks in, to really make sure that the first attack hits and you can get the combo off. That's it for Blanka. So thanks for joining me today. But remember, keep your day job, kids. Not everyone can fight like me. Until next time, this is Dan Hibiki signing off.